All right, so the last part of this is using dimensional analysis. The last part of 2.7 is using dimensional analysis. So this question says a 10K is 10 kilometers long. If 1 meter is equal to 1.094 yards, use dimensional analysis to find the length of the race in miles. So since the given conversion is meters to yards, we need to convert that 10 kilometers into meters. So I'm just reading that little paragraph underneath there. And then multiply by the conversion factor so that the unit is divided out to convert from yards to miles. So multiply by 1 mile over 1,760 yards, which is what it tells us there in the original problem. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to start with that 10 kilometer run, or a 10 kilometer run, whatever way. And I'm just going to set that over 1 because we're going to use a lot of fractions here. And this is where those proportions and ratios come into play that we were talking about last week. So to go from kilometers to meters, there is 1,000 meters in a kilometer. And the reason that I want to put kilometers on the bottom is because I want my kilometers here to cancel out. So I want those to end up canceling so that I'm left in the end with miles, because I'm trying to convert this to miles. So I want those, to cancel out. So that's why I have one on the top, one on the bottom. All right, so the next part is to go from miles to yards. So I'm told, from meters to yards. So I'm told that 1 meter is equal to 1.094 yards. So I want my meters in the bottom so that my meters will cancel. And 1.094 yards. For the next part, though, because I still want this in miles, I'm told that 1 mile is 1,760 yards, so 1,760 yards. So again, I want my yards to cancel, so now I'm going to put that in the bottom, so 760 yards. So that way my yards cancel. And then 1 mile here on the top, because I want to be left over with miles. I want those miles to be what I'm left with. So that is why I'm canceling all of those out. And that is what I am left over with at the end here. So what you're going to do is you're just going to multiply across. So in the numerator then, I have a 10, I have 1,000, I have 1.094, and I have a 1 there at the end. And then in the bottom, I have a 1, I have a 1, I have a 1, and I have a 1,760. So 1,760. So I'm just going to type that into the calculator. And somewhere along the way, I got a line. There we go. 1 times 1 times 1 times 760. And just type it in the calculator and solve. So when we do that, you're going to have 10 times 1,000 times 1.094, and you should get 10,940. And then in the bottom, I'm just going to have that 1,760. Divide them out, and you should get 6.22. And that's all you have to do. So again, you're only going to have probably like 2 questions like this on the worksheet to complete, and you'll be all set.